Hey everybody, it's Kate Richburg and excuse me, I am live. It's Free Tip Friday. It's that time. And I am super excited to see you guys today on our Free Tip Friday broadcast. Let me turn this if I can see you guys. There you guys. I see you coming on. I'm going to jump onto Facebook and make sure I can see you guys here. And we will commence. I see Kim Crawford. There you are. Hey, everybody. And I see Tammy. Tam, I miss you. Come home to the Bay Area. Come back. It's great to see everybody here today. Oh, and I see that notification. So let me make sure that I can see everybody on the real feed right here. There we go. Okay, so I am coming at you from my office today. We had a great, I guess, test run it was yesterday for our streaming, which was awesome. I have a few things on order to make that stream happen. So, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to cover it up there. So, Wednesday will be all set for a wonderful HD stream with Emily. So today, that's why the broadcast is only coming on Facebook today, but it will be back on YouTube and on our regular Facebook feed on Wednesday when Emily's here. So it's great to see all of you guys. I'm having a little bit of coffee here in my office today. And I thought what I would do today is show you a little bit of my view from my office, and then we're going to have a little walk down memory lane because I've installed, it's taken some time, and some of you guys saw it. If you saw my little fun Facebook Live video, I guess it was maybe Tuesday with Melissa Muir. Melissa Muir is a metalsmith buddy of mine, and some of you in the metalsmithing world know Melissa. We did a fun little video live from the studio here on Tuesday, so it was really fun. And she showed you a little sneak peek of our really cool kind of wall of fame, or as my dearly departed mother-in-law used to say, my I love me wall, which is cool. So I'm going to just show you guys a little bit about that. I also wanted to give a shout out. My mom is watching, and my mama had a little bit of an accident. She slipped and broke her foot. So let's all send her some healing vibes out to her. So, so those two, I'd love it if you kept her in your good thoughts. So that's our story. So here I am sitting in my office here. Let's see, who's saying, Kim, I'm having coffee and you're having Talento mint chocolate chip. I love that story right there. Yes, I'm having a little coffee, a little espresso, if you will. And so I'm going to turn this camera around after I have another drink of my coffee. I'm going to turn this around and let's, I'll show you guys what my view is. Let me see if I can turn things around there. There we go. So you can see, oh, there's my messy office here. So you can see Kara's hard at work in the studio space. There she is. She's all, yes, I am. Stop bugging me. And you can see I've got my little desk over there. That's where I do some of my designing, right over there. And you can see there's some of my pieces that are up there, and then I've got some bead storage there. I've got some, my bulletin board over there with upcoming stuff. There's my little coffee machine over in the corner. And I just wanted to tell you that, yes, you are special to me right there. Okay. And so what I've got going on here is I also wanted to give you a little sneak peek of something that's on my desk. So as you know, Karen has been working on a really incredible redesign of our logo and our website. Well, Karen's been working on the website, and we tasked Janice. Bear with me here, you guys, just a second. It feels like my lens is a little cloudy, so I'm going to wash you off here. So give me just 1 second while I wash you off. I'm washing you off right here. There we go. That looks a little bit better, I think. Okay. So I wanted to show you a little bit behind the scenes because I thought this would be kind of fun for you to see today. And then we'll go walk down our memory lane. So we've been playing around with things. And so this morning I got in my inbox from Janice. She took the watercolor brush, her watercolors out, and she started playing around. Okay. And she just painted, then she took some scans, some photos of everything, and she just sent them over, right? And I thought you guys might like to see her evolution of what was going on. And I just loved it. I thought you guys might like to see these. So there's going to be more to be revealed, but I thought you would like to see some of Janice's amazing talents that she's been working on. And so some little variations there, some variations on a theme. But whoops, I skipped one. Come back. Come back here. But I think it's a great way. Look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's a great way, even if you're not a watercolorist. And I'll be honest, I am so not a watercolorist, nor am I a particularly good drawer. Look at that one. Look at those colors. Aren't those great? Look at this one. I love this too. But I think it is a cool way to kind of get your mood down on paper. I love this one too. Isn't that great? So we played around. We love this coloration. And so Karen has been playing around with things. So you'll see some more how that's going to be evolving. So stay tuned. A whole fun new website is coming your way soon. And yes, on my calendar today, it says 2 things. Free Tip Friday and Isaac Mizrahi. Yes, I'm going to see Isaac Mizrahi tonight in his cabaret show in San Francisco. So Kara's working real hard out there. So let's go out. And I'm going to show you guys a couple of things. I'm going to bring my computer with me. And I want to show you our wall. And then I want to talk to you a little bit about our projects. So come with me here as I come around. You can see if you're in the Bay Area, did you ever go to the Santa Clara County Fair? Do you remember that logo? Yes. That's also some of my favorite things. There's Cara working hard on new product. There she is. She's so serious, right? We've got some great new things coming at you. Look, this is stuff that is coming. We're working real hard getting there, all that stuff out. And some more new stuff right over there. Look at that. All right. So here, if we go down our hallway here, the Facebook Live studio is behind me. And then I've got a bunch of stuff on the wall. So I'm going to set my computer down over here. It's a nice view of our plug, our refrigerator plug. And let me start here. Let me get over here so you guys can see this. So you can see this long hallway that I've got here. What I did was I hung, I guess is the right word for it, affixed some pegboard to the wall. And I just started hanging up our great archive of stuff. Because when I'm designing, right, and when we're designing for projects, we had them all in boxes. We had a lot of different iterations of these guys. But I really wanted to see things out and in the open, actually. So you can see like what colors we've done of what projects and, you know, what's inspiring, that kind of thing. And then I've got a whole thing of earrings from past shows there. So, you know, however you have your pieces here, right? However you have them stored at home. I just want to show you, you'll see some old favorites here. Here's the Patterning the Stones that we did this past week. You'll remember the Gatsby necklace here. Here's our float away necklaces. Janice's Oh Peyote here. So when we start doing, you know, new samples from old projects, it's very easy to take the samples and lay them out, right? And see what colors we're missing. This is the that wonderful one. I did the Storm series with the leather here, right? And you can see you commented, and I'll show you kind of on the side. I need to do some touch-up paint. But I just got, in case you're wondering how I did this, I just got some pegboard from our local Home Depot. And then I got, I don't know, some 1x2s or something like that. And I fixed those to the wall with wall anchors. So it all has a framing around it. And then there's also periodically across the pegboard this way, okay? And then they go all the length of the wall, and then I drilled the pegboard into that. So it's super sturdy, and it's not going anywhere, and it's plenty of room for the hooks to sit away from the wall. So you can also see here, we've got some of our Born Yesterday projects here, and if you took advantage of our Vintage Finds sale yesterday, the Born Yesterday project is always a good one for it. This is a project, Tam, that always makes me think of you when we use our boho bibs, right? We've got some of these guys. This was from a Free Tip Friday I did a while back. Our chain lariats with the Nun Design pieces here, and our Soft Flex 101 pieces. These guys, this was the pieces that I did, the collars, the tribal collars with Emily. And then over here, of course, we've got Janice's, one of Janice's big faves is the Zen of stringing, and then the Zen of fishing right behind it. This one was Janice's curated box, this guy's. Some of you got the curated box kit. That's called Homecoming. That's just such a beautiful one. I still have my Homecoming. It's not finished yet, but it will be soon, right? This is the one, if you guys haven't watched, and I put it up on the blog, and next week we're going to have a blog about more of my appearance on Beads, Bubbles, and Jewels, but this is the Eiffel Tower Lariat that I did in conjunction with Softflex. So that's this guy here. Jump over to the blog if you haven't seen it, but the whole, my whole segment is linked over there on that blog. This is also under our Born Yesterday series. This is the one that Janice did, and this is the one that I did over here. So if you jump over to Born Yesterday, you'll see that episode. Then we've got our tassels and things like that. Then I group things. So I kind of grouped necklaces like over here, sort of, right? There's a few bracelets and stuff down there, but this is mostly like necklaces, right? A lot of these also are from Free Tip Fridays. So if you have not looked at our Free Tip Friday archive, go over to our Free Tip Friday playlist on our YouTube channel, and literally you'll be there all weekend watching me go, hey, it's Kate Richburg, it's Friday, this is what we're making today. So, and they're kind of more one off the cuff kind of things like we're doing today. So I think that's a real fun one. This is one that I had actually almost forgot about. You know, when I was putting all of these things up, I was, oh, wait a minute, what's that one? And this is the wire wrapped, the Freeform wire heart that I did. It was, I think, a year ago, February, not this past one, but a year ago. And it's great. It's a great way to use up your leftover beads and to learn how to work with fine gauge wire. Okay. My tapestry, my magic carpet tapestry that's here. I also kind of forgot about these, and I love them so much. This was one of the very first projects that I did when I came back on board at Beadshop. This is the illusion cuff, the loomed cuff, and it has a chart for you to go by, and it's kind of an ombre. It goes from the gold, then all the way over to the gray. And then there are several different colorways of it, or you can make your own colorway. And I forget how much I love that piece. More bracelets. Look at just the stacks and stacks and stacks of bracelets here. The goddess bracelet. All of us made one here at Beadshop, and it's a really good, quick, fast make if you're looking to make something for a fast gift. These guys that Emily did, the peyote stitch bead, which is so good. I love those so much. Her beaded berries. Do you remember Emily's beaded berries that she did a while back? It is such, again, if you're looking for a fast make, again, you'll go under projects, and this was a seed bead school that Emily did. But every time I pick these up, I just adore them. I love them so. Then looking up, we have that loomed wrap bracelet that I did. And one of our bead table members, Sharon, I don't know if you guys were in the bead table group. If you are not, you need to go there and look at them. Sharon made a whole bunch of these as gifts. Her husband works for Turner Classic Movies, and she made a whole bunch of these as gifts for the ladies that work for him. So it was really cool. And so that was a fun one. This is Janice's patterning. I can't remember. It's under Tricks to Looming, and she does, I think it's like a pebbling technique that she does. I'll have to look it up, but it's a really good one. So, and I'm going to get kind of close up so you guys can see it. See how she's loomed with a whole bunch of different interesting beads there? There's not a seed bead in sight for this loomed piece. It's really, and it's finished off so beautifully with the ultra suede. It's really, really nicely done. And you can see more bracelets here, more of Emily's amazing work here. The brick stitch bracelet, I think it was the evening and morning ombre, the flat peyote that she did with the really nice open buttonholes there. Yeah, no YouTube today, you guys, and it was out in the, I guess I should have posted it in the group. YouTube will be back to YouTube on Wednesday. We'd also let everybody know about that today in the newsletter. So sorry, but we'll be back up to both streaming venues on Wednesday. I'm waiting for a few cables and stuff. I need the longest Ethernet cord you've ever seen, so it's coming. And you can see here, so a couple of you in the bead table group have made this beaded fringe that Emily did. This is the one she did on air. It's a great one. This one is one of mine. I'm trying to remember the name of this one too. I'll have to look. But it was for a Facebook episode. I think it was last year. Might have even been the year before. But I love, love, love this bracelet. You can see it. It's all done on leather. And of course, what do I have in there? Shadows. Yes, I do. The Gypsy Cuff. This guy I love. These were a remake of some of the Gypsy Cuffs that we've had. And don't forget about these really cool old beads. These are African beads, African clay. And they're just gorgeous. Yes, off the cuff. Thank you, Tina. That is off the cuff right there. I lined up all the tapestries here. I'll get a side view of all the tapestries on these little hooks. If you haven't made a tapestry and you want to kind of, I don't know, up your looming game a little bit, we're looming with super duos on this one. And so it's super duos, 4 mils, some 4mm rounds, and then some 8/0 beads here. And so the tapestry, I think, just looks terrific. Terrific, as little Edie would say. And you can see here, see how when you do it in different colors, that brown versus that blue, it really gives the piece a different personality. I love them. Here's more of our wraps. Look at that. And again, when I was taking these out, I was like, oh, I remember this. I remember that. There's some of that herringbone stuff right there. Oh, with Debut, you know, I didn't see the Debut sample, Kim Crawford. I'm gonna have to look for it. I wonder if it's in my personal stuff. That's one that I didn't run across. I'm going to have to find it. It's got to be here somewhere. Here's our 5-stitch, beautiful pieces that Nicole made. Here's more of the old 5-stitch with the cubes, right? We've got those from days past. Our Folklorico, these guys, I haven't even done one of these. I love them so much. All of our poetries, right? That is a Beadshop classic. This guy here. And if you guys, do you remember these from, I don't know, it was over a year ago, almost probably 2 years ago, our Strong Point series, when we used the hematite rondelles, and we just made a super sparkly stack of these guys. So Strong Point is always a good one, right? These here next to them, these are the ones that Karen and I did. We did some wraps when we got this arrow button and then the bee button. I think mine's called Follow Your Arrow and Karen's is called Beekeeper. That was a fun one. This is my ode to Janice's color story, my crazy color study one, right? Then up here, just wrap bracelet after wrap bracelet after wrap bracelet. BFF, his, hers, BFF. You guys remember that? I almost forgot about it. I was unpacking them and I'm like, what the heck are those? And there these are. So you make 3, one for you, one for your best friend, and one for your significant other, which is kind of cool. So it could be his, hers, BFF, or hers, hers, BFF, or their and theirs BFF, whatever. But it is, it's a cool project to make 3 bracelets. I love them. This one was one of the ones that kind of started off, you know, when Allie started doing all of her farmer's market pieces. This is one that Drea did, inspired by some of the farmer's market photos that we did. And I love all those. Here's all the ones that were inspired by our Checkmates tiles. All of these guys. And we did them, I think not this past spring, but the spring before. They're very springy, very fun. All of these, look at the colors of these guys. They're just great. And if you're just starting to make wrap bracelets, this is a good one to jump in on. These guys, I'd almost, again, had forgotten about these. You remember when Drea was here around the holidays, around Christmas, and she did her loomed pieces, her Dharmascata, and I can't remember the other names of these, but I think this is in the wrapped cuff area. I'll have to look at them to look them up. But this was the one that I did. It was a double wrap, and you can see we did it so there's 2, mine has 2 layers of looming here, and you can see Drea's has 4 rows here. It's a cool one. If you're looking for a wrap bracelet challenge, that's a good one. Here are all of the Tahos. Look at that. Tahoe, 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 and more Tahoe bracelets. That is also, it's a great project for spring going into summer. I love, love, love the Tahos. Here we've got more of some of Nicole's pretty pieces and Janice's original color studies that she did so long ago. Some of Janice's originals here. And then of course her sea dive and her pearl dive right here. These guys here are there. More Folklorico pieces here. And then classics, Odyssey. Right here. Again, a great project for spring into summer. These guys with the Ashanti pieces, it's a really great project. You could put anything on the bottoms of those. We've got those tribal centerpieces and stuff like that. But again, see how Janice used the Padres there? We no longer have this bead, but we have things that you could substitute. And then here it's crimped down with our transition, and then just up to the back here in a button loop. Yes, It Takes a Village. That was this one. These were really cool. So it's a great, again, a really good summer one. And then you guys must remember Stretch Therapy up there. And then everybody's favorite, our prairies. Prairies are all up here. I got a little bin to put Emily's seed beaded beads in. You can see some of the boho earrings. And then as I scroll down, we've got our dancer earrings. Aren't those cool? Danielle Wicks, one of our bead table members, has done a beautiful variation on these dancer earrings, and she's added tassels. So this is also, if you want a kicky kind of fun earring for spring and summer, the dancer earring is a good one. The only one of the Bollywood earrings we have left in our sample inventory are these pink ones. The Bollywood earring, even before I came back on board at Beadshop, I just adored. And it was a project by our Brittany. And Britt just made these beautiful earrings kind of based on the Bollywood bracelets that she makes so beautifully. So these are really, I need to make some of those for summer. Some things that maybe never saw the light of day, just different samples that had been hanging around here. I put a little bin here for all of our memory wire bracelets. And then looking up, speaking of Bollywood, there's all of our Bollywoods there. And again, more kind of just random stuff that we had hanging around, so I put them up there. And some of the rings, the wire rings and stuff that I've done, and our honeycomb bracelets that we've done. Okay, so that's the wall right there, our wall of fame going on right here. So I'm going to come over here and I want to set up, I'm going to put you guys right here for just a second. Okay, just bear with me here. You guys remember on Wednesday, Jenny and I were on Facebook Live, right? And we finished our long necklace. And I wanted to show you, we did the patterning with stones here. And remember how I talked about how we would, I'm going to kind of pull the camera up so you guys can see it, okay? How I talked about doing a double strand right here. So I crimped it off onto that join hands little segment I did here. And so I think that this necklace really, really came out beautifully. All Jenny strung. It really looks terrific. So I wanted to make sure that you guys saw the finished of that. And Karen will have it up and posted in the project. And it'll be up in the episode notes when Drea finishes those. So I also wanted to show you here, I'm going to bring you over to our little kitchen area. And I'm going to set you guys down because I've got my computer here. And I wanted to show you, let me open it up. Let me turn this around. Open this up. First of all, I wanted to show you guys this piece right here. Let me move back. Yes, I am standing right by the microwave. That is exactly right. But this one is our Odyssey. It's the latest Odyssey that I did for Beads, Baubles, and Jewels. And it's one that we're calling Ancient Jade. And I'm a little bit in the shade. Let me go here. Let me go right here. And I really love it. We're going to have the recipe up on the website next week. It'll be another blog post up. And I'll have the episode also linked up on the blog. But I'm really digging this colorway of this Ancient Jade Odyssey that I love. Let me see. Somebody has a question here. Rosemary, I passed by the wire wrapping on the bottom towards the end of the wall. Did I demonstrate wire wrapping on stones or beads? Let me go to that piece. I haven't lately, but it doesn't mean that we won't. This is kind of a cool little piece. I'll just show it to you. This, it's like one of our rings, like our medium ring, or you could do on any of those components that we carry. And it's 26 gauge wire. And again, it's just our, I think 3mm or 4mm gemstone rondelles. So it's kind of a fun one. This is very similar to that Freeform wire wrapped heart that I was doing that I showed you before. So that would be a great episode to watch on that. Emily just jumped in, and so I wanted to say hi to Emily, and you guys will be seeing our Emily next week. I don't think you've been, Emily, to the new office space yet either, which is just crazy. Let me jump on my computer here real quick. We're going to have such a fun time next week. Let me get up on there here. Oh, look at that. You guys can see yourselves on there. But let me go over to Beadshop. Let me make sure that you can see this. I actually might go back to my desk. Let me grab everything I want to share with you. That one and the camera. Let's go back and I'll show you guys. Cara still hard at work. There's my little, I'm going to be doing a little bit of metalsmithing work later on this weekend. Oh, I have something though that I have to grab real quick before we sit down. So let me bring with you, I'm sorry, I hope I'm not making you too seasick. So I'll walk kind of slowly here. So we're going in. I need to grab something off of the printer that I think is sitting behind. There's Chris shipping orders out, working hard, not listening to me. There he is. Like a good shipper / husband should. There we go. Let me come back around. Jenny, everybody loved the finished purple necklace. They loved it. Jenny's packing those orders. I know. I can't wait to have Emily back in the new studio. We are going to have so much fun next week. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys, especially those of you who maybe have not perused the projects as much, or if you have, I just wanted to give you a refresher real quick. So let me get my computer in line here, and let me get my camera here. Bear with me. Yes, I had to move my Rolodex. Yes, I still have a Rolodex. Yes, I do. Don't you still have a Rolodex? I don't know. I do. I love my Rolodex. Okay, so here, let me get my book out from underneath, and there we are. So now we're in front of, at least I think we are, in front of my computer screen. There we go. So when you are on the website, okay, let me tilt this camera up so you can see this a little bit. So when you're on the website, there's a couple of things I want to show you down this walk, continuing this walk down memory lane, is that you can, this bar right up here, this is our main navigation bar, right? The things that I suggest you always want to go to, we're going to go to projects in just a second, but if you ever want to know, and we have a slider for it right here, but if you ever want to know what's brand spanking new, just click on Just In. I know a lot of you shop that way, and you go right to Just In, and that puts everything in order of everything that we've just put up. So it goes up in the order that Karen has put it in. If it says sold out, like these Popcorn Padres in red clay, don't worry. Things sell out pretty quick when we put them up the first time, but don't worry. Rest assured that we have them on order and they'll be back in soon. What you do when I'm going to click on this sold out one and check it out. See how it says out of stock? Well, don't despair. Right here underneath, there is a place where you put in the email address right here, and hit notify me. We will send you a notification as soon as the product goes back in stock. Our software, or whatever it is I want to call it, sends you an email, and you'll be notified that it's back in stock. So jump on it right away though, because that means not only you have been notified, but everybody else who's been waiting for it has been notified as well. So that's one place to click. The other place to click is our sale button. Okay. And when we have a sale, that sale button is populated. And right now, we are having a sale. We are having a sale on, let me make sure I get it right, up to 25% off on these findings, on caps, cones, and buttons, charms, and metal beads. The cool thing, so I'm going to tell you, when things are on sale, in the sale category, that also means, you guys, you can use a coupon or your rewards points on these things, okay? When we issue coupons, you can't stack coupons, but you can stack coupons when things are on sale on the website, okay? And there's 37, you can click, you can see down here, there's 37 pages of things that are on sale. So that's also a great place to check as well. Now, for our finalizing our walk down memory lane, I want to click on Facebook Live and our projects. But you know what? Before I want to do that, I'm also noticing that we have this weekend, and I did know it, but I just want to show you. All weekend long, we're having double points on all your purchases. And for those of you who are new, you're like, wait a minute, what? What's this loyalty points thing? Well, if you click on this, this will take you to our loyalty rewards program, and it'll talk to you about everything that's going on with that. And it gives you all of the FAQs here. And if you ever want to check your rewards balance, it's right over here on your desktop, okay? And when you log in right here, or if you don't have a rewards account, you can create one here, okay? So let me go back. And I'm going to go to the Facebook Live and the projects. Let me start with, actually, since we're on Free Tip Friday, let me click on there. Now, Free Tip Friday, this is where we archive all of these. We also archive them all on our YouTube channel. There's Gypsy Cuff, Free Tip Friday, Gypsy Cuff there, leather beaded bracelet. Fairly recently, I guess sometime last year, Karen started putting in a really nice thumbnail photo for Free Tip Fridays so you can have an idea about what these are about. As you scroll down further and we get to older Free Tip Fridays, there's the same photo here. But all you have to do is kind of click on it and it'll tell you what the title is. Okay, so like this one, let's holiday earrings, tassel and leather, make tassels, riding a weave with the monthly mix. So there's all kinds. So you could literally watch me, I don't know, forever on Free Tip Fridays, which are a lot of fun. Facebook Live for you guys. If you go down, I'm going to go way, way back. We start here with Jewel Loom Basics. That was the first one, 10/26/16. This October will be our 16, 17, will be our 3rd anniversary for Facebook Live, which is just crazy. But you can just go in and peruse. You can see everything has a thumbnail. This is a fun one, this beat along with Janice and I. You know, I started these Facebook Lives, or Facebook Lives on Wednesdays. I started them back in that October of 16. And they're a little rough as you go through. And so I'm kind of alone doing these, right? Laddering super duos, choosing thread. And then I finally get Janice to join me. And I think maybe she joined me on this herringbone ladder. I think this may have been her debut on 12/14, I think. It took me like a month or two to get her to go on with me. But then I couldn't stop her. So it was really fun. So this one also here, this designing and color, this is a really good one. Janice pulls out all the stops for this guy as well. So if you haven't watched some of these really old ones, you might want to jump in and check them out. They're a good one. But this beat along part 1 and part 2, this is when Janice and I really jump into that 5-stitch project that in honor of our Nicole. So that's a really good one. Poetry, our classic. That's a great one to check out if you're not sure. We did the Tahoe and then this poetry, really good one. There's that lettering tiles. That's a good one for spring. Oh, there's that off the cuff. And you can just keep going and keep going. We have one on jewelry repair. I don't even remember, you guys, what the heck we did on that episode. I'm going to have to rewatch it. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you what we did on that episode. And then we just keep going. We keep going. This is when Emily started joining us somewhere. She may have made her debut. I feel, you made your debut with bead crochet. I feel like maybe that might have been your first episode. And then we just kept going and going and going. This garden path, this is such a good one. This was an updated color study from Janice. There's that wonderful peyote stitch, an updated cross cultures. We had such good times with all these. Leather and looming, that's one of my favorite as well. So we're going to keep going. This right angle weave, that is an epic episode that Emily did right angle weave in two weeks. So if you really want to learn a lot about right angle weave, where Emily takes off her glasses and really imparts throws down some harsh wisdom, not harsh wisdom, but real throws down the learning on right angle weave. These are both good ones. And so we had a really fun time doing all of these. So we have so many really great videos on there. Now let me go to, I'm going to scroll up to kind of an epic one, I think. Let me go to this Endless Necklace and Bracelet. This was a fun one. And I want to show you guys, this one came in parts 1 and 2. If you haven't seen this, I'm going to jump in. These are the episode notes. Now, the episode notes that Drea writes every week, you can see she comes in with minute markers. So right here, if you don't want to see the chit-chat on these episodes, and some of you don't, some of you are like, can you can the chit-chat, Richburg? Not a problem. You can go right here and you can start to where the learning starts here, and you just go right up to that minute marker. So what Drea does is she takes Brandywin's photos, that Brandywin also takes photos in the middle of the episodes as well, and she kind of breaks it all down. So it's kind of like I like to say, the cliff notes of the episode. Okay, so I talk about making your own pearl mix. This one we used the pearl mix that I made, but I talk about how to make your own. And then we talk about knotting and stringing. And so see, all of these are linked. So if you want to jump in and buy exactly what I've got in the project, you can. Or you can certainly just go with what you have, substitute some things from your own stash. And you can see how she breaks it down, breaks down the project here. And so there it is. Keep going, keep going. So episode notes, if you have not jumped into the episode notes, I would definitely do it. See, I had no idea I did this. I also showed you how to ream pearls. That's crazy. I didn't remember that at all. And so there I am wearing my amazing creation. I'm looking very somber there. And then Karen comes in, which is awesome. I have no idea what we talked about. And then all the ingredients list and all of the links. So if you haven't downloaded them, you guys jump in. Someone was asking, Trudy, you were asking, looking for the Facebook Live's original favorite. If we go to projects, so that's a great segue for this. If you click over to projects, you guys, right, you can see that on the projects, I'm going to go down to Prairie because that's where that lives. Did I already scroll past Prairie? I might have. Let me keep scrolling. I'm scrolling. I think I did. Let me go back up. Sorry, I don't want to make you dizzy. There it is, Prairie Leather Wrap. It's right there. Okay. So I'm going to click on that. So if you go to prairie, look at all of the prairies that are on here, right? Oh, and I forgot we did these. These were the ones, oh my gosh. And they're on the Wall of Fame. I kind of forgot about these. These are the ones that Emily and I did, the Petrified Forest. The ones that have, I'll scroll down, you can see they have that C cuff. It's that half circle magnetic clasp. I haven't used that in a while. I need to kind of bring that sucker back. I love that one. So that's a really good one. And then the episode notes, of course, are there. But if we scroll down for Prairie, there's Janice's original trail ride right there. And so if you look at that, that's what it looked like when it was brand new and fresh. And so here's the project map for those two. And then it tells you exactly what she's using. And let me look at this Prairie handout. I'll be honest, I haven't opened that up in forever. Here it is. And so here's the handout. Yeah, look at that. When Janice writes a handout, she writes a handout. Okay, it's just nuts. She talks about how to do the math to measure your wrist. And then she just keeps it going. Keeps it going, keeps it going. Okay. So these are also great. So download all of that information. It'll be a great one for you. I see Karen walking by. Karen and her cast. Can I just say, can everybody say hi to you, KK? There. No, you look great. You look great. Karen is really...
And my kitties.
Yep, your kitties on your crutches. And look at, you've got a shiny black new cast.
I really wanted pink and black, but the lady didn't listen to me.
No, but how many more weeks in that cast?
2.
2 more weeks.
And then a boot.
And then a boot. Karen will be back. Karen, everyone's saying how much that the old website they love, but they're super excited about the new one.
Oh,
and
just you wait.
I gave them a sneak peek of the logo. I couldn't help it.
Oh, did you?
I did.
It's so beautiful.
I couldn't help it.
Is.
I couldn't help it.
Job.
Yeah, and as did you. So everyone's giving you a lot of love.
Oh, it looks really good. Sorry, I'm
right, right, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks.
Yeah, doesn't it? It's looking good. I know.
We're really excited.
We are so excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Everyone loves your kitty cushions. There they are.
I need to name them. You guys should
yes,
put some names in the group.
Put some names.
Just
yes.
2 more weeks with these little things.
Right. I know.
Name
Everyone's
names.
giving you so much love.
Well, I love you guys. Thank you so much.
No, it's great. And so Karen's super dedicated, even coming in with that cast. But we are a lot of healing vibes to you. So, so that's it. So that's how, with projects, Free Tip Friday, Facebook Live. The last thing I want to leave you guys with, and we need to round out some more staff picks, but if you ever are wondering, like, who, what's everybody's favorite stuff, like, let's click on Janice. All right. And Janice has all of her favorite things here. So we always add our favorites, so you can always find stuff here. Let's see. Kim Crawford's asking, oh, you know what? That's really smart, Kim Crawford. Kim is saying about the Skillbuilders. Let me show you guys this one too before we sign off. Karen took all of the lookbooks and she put them in a collection. So all 3 of our lookbooks are right here, so you can find those. And then, if you scroll down, here are our Skillbuilders. Now, I will bet you dollars to beaded donuts that this might be a surprise to some of you. So, under Skillbuilders, we have so much wonderful and random information under here. Like patterns when we do things, like here's that seed bead pattern one that I did for looming in leather. So see, there's that one. That guy's right here. Let me go back. Our Stitchionary, all important. So good about learning about thread. How to make rosary loops with beads. How to use a leather crimp end. Tricks to leather. Have you guys looked at Tricks to leather lately? It's a pretty good one. We did a list, and some of these beads we don't have anymore, but you kind of get the idea about what fits on what, which is great. and then which hooks might be good to use, and then which of our clasps work nicely with things. So that's, I kind of forgot about that page too, I'll be honest. Then if we keep going down, I want to show you something here. See this right here? See these? Class handouts. Have you clicked on class handouts? If you haven't, be ready for a rabbit hole. These are class handouts that we had back when Beadshop.com was a brick and mortar. And you guys will laugh if let me see, I'm going to scroll through. I know that, okay, this gift wrapped earrings, let's click on that. And if we download the PDF on that, this is a project that I did, I don't know, so long ago. And I took these photographs, and one of our old staff members, Langie, those are her little fingers right in there. So this was a something that I taught at the brick and mortar store right there. So this one is circa, I think at least maybe 2002, this guy here. Okay, so the class handouts are really, really great. And we just made them free up on our website so you guys could, so they wouldn't die, so you'd still have these. This is our beginning stringing techniques class handout, and you can see here, this is what we used to hand out when we taught our stringing class. So they're really, I think, terrific and very packed full of information handouts here. So these have been around over, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years, sometimes even more. So they're really great. So I would definitely check these guys out. This is my original chandelier earring. It's like a little walk down memory lane. Can you hear the wistfulness in my voice? Well, I love these old handouts. They're awesome. So that's it. So I guess, oh, I can't forget though, those of you who have held on to the bitter end, I want to show you guys something before I sign off. You know what's coming back to us here at Beadshop.com? Do you remember your friends and mine, the thread burner? Well, I have tested and tested and tested and tested all the thread burners that are out there. This is actually the original one that I used to carry at my store at Bidissimo. We used to carry it at Beadshop when it was a brick and mortar. And now it's back in. And it's going to launch next month. It's going to launch back. But I stole one out of Kara's stash of new product. I just went over and I grabbed it. And I thought, what a fun way to have just a little free tip Friday only little giveaway. So today is Friday, March 22nd. And I'm going to give one of these away from today's orders if you spend $35 or more after discounts and before shipping. Place an order, and in your order notes, put thread burner raffle. And that offer expires tonight at midnight, 3/22/19. But all qualifying orders, what we'll do on Monday is we'll go through the orders and we'll choose one at random that has thread burner raffle in the order notes. And when we ship out your order, I'm going to toss this very same thread burner right into your order. Okay? So I just thought it'd be fun. It's a little Friday extra. So orders 35 or more, and we've got that sale going on this whole weekend. So use your VIB points and just jump on it. We've got some great categories on sale. Just go right to that sales section. So as I say, put in thread burner raffle in your order notes, and orders of 35 or more after discounts and before shipping, you'll enter to win our new thread burner. Okay. Sherry, tomorrow's your birthday? It's your 5th, or did you mean to say 50th? If you, 75th? What? How, what's your 75th? I can't believe it. That's crazy. Well, happy birthday to you. That's awesome. I love it. You get loyalty points on your birthday. We have it set up. If you have your birthday in your profile, you get loyalty points on your birthday. So make sure that they're in. You have that in before tomorrow. All right. So cheers to you guys. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I hope you enjoyed this Free Tip Friday. I just thought it'd be fun to take a little walk down memory lane for you guys, and it'd be good times. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I will see you guys next week with Emily. Yes, we're going to have so much fun. We're going to be doing herringbone with super duos, and Emily is going to have a lot of great knowledge to impart for us about that. So happy birthday to you, Sherry. Happy Friday to everybody. Have a restful and relaxing weekend. You know what? Don't sweat the big stuff. Relax. Have a good creative time, and I will see you on Wednesday. I keep looking over here at the camera. The camera's actually over there. It has been over there the whole broadcast. I'm a genius. All right, you guys, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll talk to you on Wednesday with Emily. See you soon.